The Pancor Corporation Jackhammer was a 12-gauge, gas-operated automatic shotgun designed in 1984 and patented in 1987. Only a few working prototypes of the Jackhammer were built. In the late 1990s, the current owner of the design, Mark III, attempted to sell the patents, prototypes, and production rights for $350,000. Nonetheless, its distinctive appearance and futuristic design have made it a prop in action films, television programs, and video games. Development: the Jackhammer was designed by John A. Anderson, who formed the company Pancor Industries in New Mexico. Reportedly, several foreign governments expressed interest in the design and even ordered initial production units once ready for delivery. However, the design was held up for production due to United States Department of Defense testing, though the design was eventually rejected. With no customers and little interest, Pancor went bankrupt. Supposed overseas orders were subject to United States Department of State approval that was not forthcoming. The assets of Pancor were sold off, including the few prototypes built. Design: though unconventional, the Jackhammer can best be described as a gas-operated revolver. Many parts were constructed of rhinelite polymer to reduce weight. Layout was of a bullpup configuration with a 10-round revolving cylinder that fired conventional, 12-gauge shells. The cylinder's method of rotation was very similar to the Webley-Fosbury automatic revolver, an operating rod being used to rotate the cylinder. At the moment of firing, the front of the shell sealed inside the breech of the barrel, much like the Nagant M1895 revolver. Unlike the Nagant, whose cylinder moved forward to form the seal, the barrel of the Jackhammer was driven forward and away from the cylinder by a ring piston, using gas tapped from the bore. As the barrel moved forward, the breech cleared the front of the fired cartridge and an operating rod attached to the barrel rotated the cylinder through a zigzag cam arrangement. As the next shell aligned with the bore, the barrel returned under spring pressure. Spent shells were retained in the cylinder, as in a traditional revolver. For reloading, the cylinder was removed from the bottom of its housing and shells were manually extracted. Removing the cylinder required the barrel be moved and secured in the forward position. Related developments: Webley-Fosbury automatic revolver, Mannlicher M1894 a Euro blow-forward barrel, Nagant M1895 a Euro gas seal. See also, Armsel Striker, Attribution assault shotgun, List of bullpup firearms, List of shotguns, Saiga 12, Daewoo Precision Industries USAS 12. References. External links: Modern Firearms a Euro Jackhammer, Movie Gun Services a Euro Pancor Jackhammer, Pancor Jackhammer, The Real One on YouTube. Patents U.S. Patent 4,709,617, U.S. Patent 4,856,410.